Ashlyn, and I'm so excited to just go through and get ready with you. I wanted to show you what I guess that process looks like for me on an everyday basis. Remember that if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love it if you'd do so today. On this channel, I make videos twice a week about minimalism and intentional living. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely be sure to do so below. And let's get right into this. So I have brushed my teeth and washed my face, but I have nothing on my face right now. So why don't we go ahead and start off with moisturizer. This is something that I do every single day. I use the Origins Ginseng Moisturizer. So I use this on my face and I find it to be really hydrating. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking about Charlotte because Christopher and I were planning on moving to Charlotte in about May, and you haven't really heard a lot about it since then. And we are definitely still planning on moving. Late November is when we're going to be moving. I'm actually later today going to be driving to Charlotte to visit the apartment that we're going to be moving into. Just kind of check out the specific layout of the apartment we'll be moving into. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, now I'm just putting an eye moisturizer on, and this is the same thing, Ginseng Origins Refreshing Eye Cream. I do really like it. I'm not really an eye cream person, but since it was sent to me, I'm trying to use it up. But I do think it like brightens my eyes, and I've actually used it as highlighter a couple of times. So yeah, put on some moisturizer. Next up, I usually put on BB cream, and I use the NYX BB cream. I've been trying to switch over to cruelty-free makeup for a while now. Been taking me a while because I usually only have like one version of a specific product, and I try to use it up. So I think most of this stuff is cruelty-free at this point, except my my mascara, which when I do run out of mascara, I'm planning on switching to the what is it called? The Pacifica mascara. I'm pretty sure it's cruelty-free and vegan, which is great. Sorry if I'm looking to the side, I'm looking in a mirror right now. I really just use my hands to put this in. I'm not super specific with my makeup. I just like putting a little bit on. I feel like I just feel maybe a bit more confident with it on. Not that I don't without, because I go without makeup all the time, but when I'm, going somewhere, going out, I do like to wear makeup. So not a lot, but just enough. So yeah, I just have the BB cream on. One thing that I've been doing lately is as I run out of a specific makeup product, I've been really considering whether or not I want to repurchase it. And so I had always used a powder foundation or setting powder over top of the BB cream, but I ran out of that a couple of weeks ago, and it was really funny. I was in Target yesterday trying to buy a pillow, and I saw the BB cream, and I really thought about repurchasing it, but then I really just had this moment where I sat through and thought, do I actually need it? Do I know if I need it? I've been, going just fine for 2 weeks without it, so I have been trying to see if I like it, not wearing it. And if I decide that I miss it, then I'm definitely going to bring it back. But I think that running out of those products is a perfect opportunity to test, am I actually getting value from this? So far, the answer is no, but I am in the fall here. I have a feeling that during the summer, a powder of some kind to help you stay a little bit more matte and not quite as sweaty looking would probably be helpful. So that's where I'm at right now, but I'm not saying that will never change. So this is definitely not something I wear every day, but I do occasionally like to wear highlighter. I'd say probably wear highlighter maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like that, but I'm feeling it today. So I'm using the e.l.f. highlighter. Honestly, I don't know if I'll buy a highlighter again after I use this, but since I have it, may as well use it. So just dusting it on my cheeks, and all of the brushes I use are either Eco Tools or e.l.f. So this is the angled blush brush, but I just use it as a highlighter brush. Okay, So that's everything I usually do to my face. It's not strong, and you can still see like my freckles everywhere, and I might still have a little bit of under eye stuff. To be honest though, I really just enjoy that look of not having a ton on your face. I think it's fun to like spice it up a little bit with something like highlighter or just something to even out your skin tone like a BB cream. But for me personally, I prefer to kind of let my natural beauty come through, I guess, even when I'm doing makeup. So the next thing I usually do is I do my eyebrows and my eyeshadow at once because I use the same products on both of them. So I use the original Naked palette, and I've had this thing for like 5 years. So I have just switched up the colors that I use as I hit pan on different products. But anyways, I use the color Buck to fill in my eyebrows. I used to use a different one, but it broke, and I haven't felt like repurchasing it, so I haven't. And yeah, this kind of requires a bit of concentration, so I'm not going to look at you. So yeah, I just kind of fill in the patchy parts a little bit. This is really, I mean, it's not a perfect match, but once again, I don't feel like going to buy something new, so. And I do like the look of my eyebrows being filled in a bit, so I do that, and then the next thing I usually do is my eyeshadow, because I've already got the palette out. Typically, what I've been doing lately is going in with the color Naked, and it's just like a really neutral color. So I would love to purchase more like natural makeups, but they're so expensive, and I'm still in college, also newly married, so funds are not quite there right now, so I'll just stick to cruelty-free for now. We'll get to natural eventually. Okay, I just dropped my brush. That was lovely. Okay, so I have the base eyeshadow color on, and I usually like to put a little something in the crease, so there is barely any of this color left. I'm going to be using Toasted because I just love the slightly, I don't know, it's like a little bit shimmery, kind of a rose color. I really like it. Going in. So yeah, I was talking about Charlotte before. I'm actually going to Charlotte today, but Christopher and I, the apartment we're trying to move into is finally opening up, and I've seen the model of this place and it looks gorgeous. Just really, really beautiful. What we're going to be looking at today is the actual apartment that we'd be moving into. Well, Christopher's working, so it's actually just going to be me. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to see the apartment. If it's half as beautiful as I think it's going to be, I'm really, really just can't wait to move in. And then the final color I'm going to use is the Virgin here, which is the lightest color, and I'm just going to put some in the corners of my eye to brighten my eyes up. There you go. Okay, so that's mostly done. The only thing I'm going to do on top of that is maybe a little bit of eyeliner and some mascara. So let's do the eyeliner first, perhaps. Really not a perfectionist when it comes to eyeliner at all, like can be, but for the most part, just no. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think one thing I will do is maybe blend this out a little bit. Okay, and last step. So what I've always done so I can get more use of my products and not have to buy them twice is as soon as I run out of a mascara, I use it as my eyebrow mascara because I'm not really going to get into my eyes, so I'm not worried about it being expired as much. And I mean, hair is dead anyways. But yeah, so I just use it because there's like a tiny bit of leftover product in it. So I just use it to kind of like comb my eyebrows into place. And I think it works pretty well. And then use the normal mascara just to do my eyelids. And by eyelids, I mean eyelashes. I usually just do the top lashes if I'm trying to look like really fancy. then I'll do the bottom lashes. But for the most part, I think the top lashes do just fine. I've always, like, one of my favorite features of my face has always been my eyes. So I've always loved kind of putting on more eye makeup than any other part. Just because I like drawing attention to my eyes because I like them. Okay, well, that's pretty much my face. And then the last thing I usually do is use one of my 53 million or so chapsticks. I'm trying to use them up. It's so bad. I don't know how I ended up with so many. This one I think was originally from Anthropology, and it's got rose oil in it. But yeah, to put a bit of that on my lips. And that's everything I do to my face. I guess we could... Makes a weird noise when you close it, apparently. Oh, that's another thing I do is I usually put on Perfume. This is called Belle de Nuit, and my dad actually got it for me when we went on a trip to France a couple of years back, and I love this so much. And I feel like it smells really good and just matches my body chemistry. So then we just put all the makeup back in here and we can move on to my hair. While we are waiting for this to heat up, figured I could tell you guys a little bit more about Charlotte and what's going on with that. So the reason we had such a long delay between when we moved out of our previous apartment and into this new apartment we're going to be moving into in Charlotte is that we're actually going to be moving with an organization called CARES. And what CARES does is they plant teams in apartment complexes to help foster community and to really help residents connect with each other. And community is something that Christopher and I have always been passionate about. We love bringing people together. So much of our relationship has been about bringing people together. So we are so excited to be a part of this. We're going to be a CARES team. So we're actually going to be in an apartment complex in Charlotte, and we're going to help, you know, residents connect. We're going to put on some community events a few times a month and other things like that. But yeah, so the reason for the delay was CARES was trying to figure out which apartment community to put us in. So there was one in mid-August that we thought we were going to be at that just didn't end up working out for a variety of reasons. So we have kind of had that delayed until now. And that was my phone. Turn that off. Anyways, so yeah, so we were waiting for the apartment community to open up, and the deal was that we couldn't renew our lease on our previous apartment because we needed to be ready to leave whenever we needed to. So whenever they, you know, found the right place for us, it could be anywhere from a week to a 2-month turnover between when, you know, we would find out and when we would be moving. And obviously that doesn't really work if you need to put in a 60-day notice like we did in our apartment complex that we were living in previously. So we've been, you know, living at my parents' house waiting for this to happen, and 2 weeks ago we actually interviewed at the apartment community we're going to be moving to, just to see if we'd be a good fit and everything. Come to find out we are, and so we're going to be moving. So I'm going to be going to Charlotte today to check out the apartment, and assuming all goes well, in late November is when we're going to be moving. Okay, it looks like this thing is ready. So yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to get there. I moved several times during my childhood, but it's been 10 years now since I moved, and I can't wait to be in the new city. So just so you guys know what I'm doing, I use a 1/4 inch curling iron, not a wand, from, I think I got this from Target. It's like $10, I love it though. So yeah, and it's a 1/2 inch curling iron that I use like a wand to give me my curls. So obviously you can't see it because I slept on my curls last night, but this gives me probably the most natural looking curls, like they mimic my natural curl shape. So that's what I do. I just take, you know, little chunks of hair and wrap it around, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then let it go. And then I also rotate directions as I'm going to give it, once again, a more natural look. Like if I do my hair right coming out of the shower, and I put product in it, not necessarily do anything to it, like not blow drying it, just letting it dry naturally, it will dry. Not quite as tight as these tend to be, but it's the same shape. So it's really nice if I do, you know, want to keep my natural hair. I can usually integrate it with a couple of curls to make it look really nice. Today, not actually, you know, today being an exception, of course, but it's okay. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, it's been 10 years since I moved into into a new city, or, you know, anything like that. It's really exciting. This is going to be like my first far move since getting married, because when we were at our previous apartment complex, we were just like 31 minutes away from my parents. So that's exciting too. I don't know, it's going to be different. I'm excited to see like all that Charlotte has to offer, I guess. It's really close to Asheville. It's like only a couple hours away, which I'm really excited about, because if you've never been to Asheville, I highly recommend you go. It is beautiful, and they have so much culture, so much of the arts. Just a lot of good things going for it. It's a great place to visit. It's actually where Christopher proposed to me. It's hard because I don't know exactly how much Charlotte has. I've seen a couple of the nice spots in Charlotte, but you know, it's going to be an adventure, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Anyways, I'm going to continue with my hair, and I'll catch up with you guys when I get closer to the end, because this usually takes me at least 10 minutes. So one other update is that Christopher and I went on our New England trip last week. We just came back on Sunday night, pretty late, but it was incredible. I love New England so much, and we literally went up at the perfect time of year. I was so used to live in Boston, so I was afraid we were going to be too late, because we were going pretty late in the season, but I guess they had such a warm summer that the leaves were, you know, just at their peak as we went, so it was just incredible. The entire, you know, area, the Northeast, was just like ablaze with color. And you guys, if you've never been to New England during the fall, highly recommend you go. It is unlike any other part of the country. It is so beautiful. But yeah, we had a great time. It was my first time since I was like 10 being in New York. We had so much fun walking around. I think we tried to see everything in New York in a day. And I mean, we didn't make it obviously, but we saw a ton, and that was great. We also spent a bunch of time in the Met, which was really, really fun, because Christopher is an artist, and I mean, I am someone with a deep appreciation of art. So yeah, that was fantastic. And what else? We went to see lighthouses, we went to Cape Cod. That is pretty much everything. I am all ready, and I feel really good having had the chance to catch up with you a bit. I know that it's been quite a while since I kind of gave you that snapshot into my life a little bit. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I am excited to hear about what plans you guys have upcoming in your life. Is there anything exciting that's going on? What are you loving, and have you had any challenges? Just let me know how you're doing, because I really care about you guys a lot. And yeah, remember, if you haven't subscribed, to do it. I would love that. But you guys have a fantastic day today, and I will see you in the next video.